All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, there's a road that looks like it goes to nowhere, but actually that way goes back to Horseshoe Lake. And if you turn and look this way, well, that's the road that goes to nowhere. I'm back up into my favorite area, which is the Horseshoe Wilderness. And this video is going to be a little different than the rest. If you follow my channel, you know that I haul behind my truck a StarCraft 26-foot launch camper because I like my glamping. And but this year, because of the COVID-19 situation, we all have to do things a little bit different. So stick around. Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the Adirondack adventure. Alright, so here is the situation. Now everybody in the world knows what has came out of China in December. When it started to get into March, now the Adirondacks are in New York, and we have an overzealous governor that has to outdo everybody else. Now you could say, well, New York was hit hard and he was doing what he was supposed to do. New York City was hit hard. I am 8 hours from New York City, here in the middle of the Horseshoe Wilderness, okay? There ain't nobody around but me, and some bears, moose, probably a couple coyotes. Well, anyways. The deal here is that back in November, I won a $750 Amazon card. So I put that on my account and I said, well, you know what, I'm going to keep that there just in case I need something when camping season rolls around. Well, as the world knows, COVID-19 came in and everything went off the rails. So I have my opinions on this COVID-19. 30 years of bloodborne pathogen and infection control training tells me a different story, but I'm not going to get into that. What I'm going to get into is that our governor decided to close campgrounds. Now, private campgrounds are open to go to if you want to go to them. But here's the issue with private campgrounds. They don't have any bathrooms open. They don't have any showers open. Their pools aren't open. Their playgrounds aren't open. Nothing is open. So you're paying full price to park your camper on a site. And if you leave your site, you got to wear a mask and all sorts of freaking rules. And you're paying $40, $50, $60 a night for the privilege of parking your camper there and plugging it in maybe. Well, anyways, I'm not one for campgrounds other than state parks, and guess what? The DEC parks are not open. Ticks me off. But anyways, knowing how DEC parks, when they close, now when they close at the end of the year, a lot of them close on Labor Day around here. And knowing that, if we have good weather going into later September, the people that normally go to the state parks will come to the primitive camping sites. Like here at Horseshoe, there's a number of sites that you can set a tent up on, a small camper, and there's sites that I can put my 26-foot StarCraft on sites here. And I usually do. I usually get a site 2. But knowing when state campgrounds are closed, these sites here become inundated with campers. Now, with having a 26-foot camper, my options are limited in the Adirondacks of where I can go for free camping. Now, there's probably 24 campsites throughout this region that can take a 26-foot trailer. Now, this is the road. Now, could I get my trailer down this road? Probably. But there are trees, branches that will hit catch the awning, hit the air conditioner, run across my roof, and all that stuff is not good for a camper. So I knew if the campgrounds were going to be closed, that there was going to be a rush onto these primitive sites here. Now, this is my site right here. As you can see, there's no StarCraft camper there. And what I did back in beginning of May, I started to realize that, you know, if these campgrounds are not going to be open, I need to expand my options. With a 26-foot trailer, I don't have many options. A couple dozen sites throughout the Adirondacks that I can put my camper on. So anyways, I'm not the richest guy in the world, but this is where that $750 Amazon card came into play. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to outfit my truck and go camping that way. That way my options are wide open. Other than paddle up sites, I will be able to take this truck just about down any road in the Adirondacks. So that's what I did. I spent $700 of that Amazon card on items so I can camp like this. And I'll show you what I bought. The first thing I bought was a power source. I'm going to need something for a power source. And this little device right here, I bought this on Cyber Monday. This is a Honda licensed product, but it's made by Jackery. It's a 290 watt hours. And right now I have it hooked up to my my shower in a bucket. Well, that was on sale for $229 on Cyber Monday. So I snatched it up. And over the winter, I got to playing with it. Now, if you want more information on the Jackeries, the place I would go for that would be Hobotech on YouTube. That freaking guy, he knows his shit about these power units, these solar generators and solar panels. So if you want to know more about the Jackery system, I'll put a link to his site, his channel up here, and you can go check out his channel because the guy really knows what he's talking about. Well, anyways, after I bought that, I started testing it out, hooked it up to my entertainment center at home, and I ran my entertainment center for about 6 hours with that. Now that's an LED TV with a theater system, the sound bar, and there's a DVD player and a clock all on that plug. And I ran it for 6 hours, and I unhooked it. It was at 22%, I think it was at. So I would have ran it for probably another 45 minutes or so, an hour. Anyways, I thought, well, this little unit is just a cat's ass. And I originally bought it for when I went camping, something I could plug my laptop into. Well, now that I'm not taking the StarCraft out until we get some campgrounds opened up, and I bought all this stuff, I thought, well, crap, I might need some more power because I have all sorts of stuff I need to power up. You know, I'm 51 years old, so I like my creature comforts. But anyways, what did I spend the stuff on? Well, I have a rigid Toolbox system. That there is normally $135 for that set, which would be this top part goes onto there. And I bought that to put all my camping stuff in. The top part over here has my Mountain House meals are in here. I got my combos, but these over here, there's my coffee, mail packets, my honey packets. There's my little backup stove with a cup in there. My ketchup packets, mustard, sugar, all in that little right there. Now I just had the lasagna for dinner, and now I'm having my apple crisp is warming up there. This one over here, I have paper towels, my pots and pans, toilet paper. You can see I got some Vicks Vapor Rub right there, the little cases of it. Well, that stuff there is awesome against the horrendous freaking flies and deer flies and horse flies and mosquitoes and black flies up here in Adirondacks. I also have a sleeping bag in there. I got some wipes in there. I got a hand warmer for cold nights. For my bears, I got my bear poppers there. And then on the bottom one, move this one over. On the bottom one, I keep my stove in there. I got a couple cans of gas in there. But I also put the truck, the tent that's on the back of the truck in there, and the mattress that's in the back of the truck in there. So there was $90. $230 for the jackery up here, $90 for the rigid, and so that's what's that take me to? $320. And what else did I buy in here? I had the stove, and I had the Coleman lantern. I did buy a cooking set that will fit right into the rigids there. That was 20 bucks. So we're talking $350. And if we come over here, this tent system was $150, and it fits right on the truck. It's got the bungee cords that come down and hook down here, one onto the tire, and it's a pretty neat little system. It's got the screen on the back, fits on quite well. And in the back here, hopefully, let me turn on a light. I have my mattress, the original Airbeds mattress, which was $130. I got that blown up. As you can see, it goes right over the wheel wells quite well in here. Up here in the front, right in here, you can see I have a fan. And right here is a TV with a DVD player on it. And that thing only uses 17 watts to freaking run that. So, right now, all I spent total on everything here, the Bill's tent I had, the table I had from tailgating at Bill's games, the chair I had, the shower and the bucket I had, of course I had the kayak. $700 is what I spent on things. And we will see how things go tonight. Now, like I said, all the sites that are out here by the lake, Horseshoe Lake is this way, down this road. All the sites that are down there are taken. They are packed on there. Sites, people are camping on areas that aren't even sites. Signs that are up that says no camping, but they're camping there. They got tents set up. There's RVs down there. It's like a state park. There is loud music. They're having cookout. There's cars at each site. And this is not normal for Horseshoe this time of year. I come up here all the time. This is one of my favorite areas. You know, I've always said that, well, when I finally kick off, I'm going to have my ashes spread in Horseshoe Lake, because this is where I want to be, out here. And this site here is open, and there's two reasons why this site is open. Number one, it's open because it's not on the water, and number two, it's open because of bears. People don't want the bears. So there are people out there on Horseshoe. I'm telling you, there's kids riding bicycles and screaming, and there's loud music, and it's like camping in a state park. It really is. There's just, because the state parks are closed, and you know what? I called it. I called it back in April. I said the state parks are going to be closed. Now, let me clarify. This is June 18th here, and state parks that are run by the Office of Park and Historic Preservation are open only for existing reservations. If you try to get a reservation there, you can't get it. DEC parks, DEC parks are the parks that I like to go to. Limekill Lake, Meacham Lake, Lake Eaton, all those are closed. And it sucks. It sucks. It really does. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to follow the adventure. Thanks for joining.